Hello world, how you beautiful people doing? Another beautiful day. Look, I saw, Microsoft try to buy Discord for about $10 billion. They put $10 billion on the table to buy Discord. And that would have added to the infrastructure that they were building with PC and Xbox. But the deal didn't go through. So what that told me was, some company, you win some deals and you lose some deals. Some companies will work with Microsoft, and others might work with Sony. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of Sony, it says here PlayStation announced a new major partnership with Discord. It's kind of funny. It reminds me of when WB Games, I think it was AT&T, no, not WB Games, but AT&T, they had that deal on the table. They were trying to sell WB Games and other studios under that deal for, I think NetherRealm is a part of it. They were trying to sell those studios for about $5 billion. But then Microsoft didn't go for that deal. They went for the ZeniMax Bethesda deal. And, AT&T took the deal off the table, restructured it, did some reorganization, and then, they moved on. But then AT&T, they turned around, they own another studio, I think it's Funimation, and they decided on a partnership with our Sony. So now fast forward to Discord, when the $10 billion deal didn't go through, because Microsoft was trying to purchase Discord for $10 billion. The deal didn't go through, so all of a sudden now Discord, went to form a partnership with Sony. I'm pretty sure probably Sony went after Discord since the deal didn't go through with Microsoft. So now they're trying to work together with Discord, and Discord got a huge user base. But with this deal, Sony still need to work on their infrastructure. Their infrastructure need work, which means that they got to take all the games that from PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 and put them in the eShop on PlayStation 5. They need to have the PlayStation 5 fully backwards compatible, 100%. And they need to work on their hard drive situations with PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and the way you format the drives. Like the video I made, was showing how they could do it better. Where you take the hard drive and connect it to your desktop, but then you go to the website, and then when you go to Sony's website, they format the hard drive for you and install the update on the drive, and all you do is take the drive and stick it in your PlayStation 5 and keep gaming after that. So Sony, they need to work on their infrastructure, man. The infrastructure needs work. But this deal with Discord, it's kind of interesting, But I think they're trying to keep up with Microsoft, because Microsoft is doing damage, because the way they got that infrastructure set up with Xbox One is no joke, or Series X. Microsoft is just doing their thing, so Sony's trying to play catch up. But anyway, it says here, PlayStation announced new major partnership with Discord. PlayStation announced a new partnership between the company and the gaming industry biggest chat and community platform, Discord. It says here, PlayStation announced a new partnership between the company and online chat giant Discord. The announcement comes up as a bit of a surprise, but is an impressively big partnership for Sony. PlayStation announcement comes after rumors circulate last month that Microsoft was in talks to acquire Discord. Those talks were reportedly ended at the tail end of the month. Regardless, it is an undeniable big grab for the PlayStation platform. While some Discord integration is present on Xbox platform, it is limited, with players only able to link their two accounts so that their friends on Discord can see what games they're playing. And it says here, it is unclear if PlayStation integration of the service will go further than Xbox. but it is difficult to imagine that it won't. The announcement come via a blog post to Sony website from company's president CEO Jim Ryan. The post revealed that PlayStation has made a minority investment in Discord as a part of a deal between the two companies to bring their experience closer together. Sometimes early next year. The news comes following a big week for PlayStation, as the PlayStation 5 just received its first big AAA game launch in Returnal. So Sony and Discord, but Microsoft is also using Discord. But we'll see how the relationship between Sony and Discord go, and will Discord stop supporting Xbox, since there's the Xbox users use Discord to see what their friends are, what type of games they're playing. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens after this. But Sony's trying to make moves like Microsoft. They might not have the money to put up like Microsoft, but they form partnerships. They form partnerships with Epic, and then they form partnerships. Now they're forming partnership with Discord, and Discord got a huge user base. So some of that Discord user base might now be PlayStation fan base, be a part of the PlayStation fan base, which means that Sony has to work on the infrastructure now of their network, meaning the eShop and games and apps and all that, because in order to keep up with Microsoft, so they got to take care of that backwards compatibility, and they need to take care of their hard drive situations with their PlayStation 3 and 4s. So Sony got their work cut out for them. But other than that, man, Sony's just trying to keep up with Microsoft, because Microsoft been making all these moves while Sony was just sitting down watching. But now Sony is deciding that they want to start making partnerships and improve their infrastructure of their PlayStation brand. So we'll see what happens with the Discord deal, which brings me to another situation too. Crossplay. Sony's charging developers for crossplay. Remember, I think it was last year. They were creating this big hoopla with crossplay when Sony didn't want to join. But now we know why they were acting the way they were acting with crossplay a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago or a year ago. It says here, Sony reportedly makes developers pay for crossplay support as a part of an astonishing development from the Epic versus Apple case. Sony charged studios a percentage in crossplay revenue shares. It says here, in the world of gaming, it can be overwhelming at times to choose the right console for itself when there are so many new games that get constantly developed. Luckily, with the new addition to the cross-platform games list, this choice doesn't have to be as hard as one might think. As part of recent new development in the Epic vs. Apple lawsuit, it has come out that Sony actually charges developers royalties for crossplay at certain points. Once the proportion of the game revenue share divided by the PS4 gameplay share hits below 85%, developers are charged the missing percentage to offset the difference. And then it says here, the practice of console exclusive game is nothing new, and in fact it is typically helps create a healthy competitive atmosphere in the industry to make better products for games. However, Sony's specific methods can be viewed as predatory and alienate small studios from sharing its products with a wider audience. Sony. It says here again in the confidential leak image there is an example of how Sony payment system works. During 1 month of a game release, if the total revenue equals out to 1 million and Sony makes about 90% of the total profits over the competitors and 95% of the gameplay share, the developers are not charged. In the second month, if the game makes the same amount of money and has the same percentage of gameplay share, but Sony only makes 60% of the revenue, shared revenue, Sony subtracts its revenue share from its overall gameplay share and multiplies that amount by 15%, which in example comes out to around $52,500 that the studio will have to pay Sony out of pocket. Come on, Sony, don't be greedy. You know, crossplay is supposed to be free. You know, crossplay is supposed to be free. You know, crossplay is, you know, crossplay, you know, if they're going to do crossplay, then boundaries need to be in place. But to be charging the developers money based on percentage earned, and if it drops below 85%, then you're going to subtract money from that percentage. You're going to charge the developers and try to subtract money from that percentage. Ain't right. So now we know the truth about the whole crossplay situation that happened, I think, a year ago when some YouTubers were trying to explain it. But now the truth comes out about the whole crossplay, Sony's intentions with crossplay. You know, they got it. You know, and plus like the article said, it alienates developers because small studios don't make a lot of money on games, but they make a certain amount. But at the same time, you can't be subtracting revenue based on the percentage if the game is over 95%, but then if it drops below 85, you're going to subtract that by 15%? No. Or multiply that by 15%? No. That's not good. So Sony need to change their ways, man. I mean, Microsoft don't even charge, don't even do that to developers. There was an article where Microsoft was going to make developers make more money on their Microsoft storefront, you know, make more percentage on their Microsoft storefront. But then a couple days ago, they decided to cut they decided to cut the price. You know, Sony need to change their ways, man. They really do. They really need. No wonder why crossplay can't work with PlayStation, because Sony is always trying to figure out a way how to milk the developers for what they're worth, and now you want to charge them money to do one simple thing, crossplay? Come on, man, it's not worth it. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description box with both these articles so you can look at them. And nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Forward, dark side. I'm gone. Peace.